Hello, my name is Larry. Today I'm going to be covering Introduction to Phishing. This is going to be used for advice on what to look for when it comes to forms of phishing. What is phishing? It's the goal of trying to steal one's information for financial gain through something known as social engineering. Social engineering is the process of obtaining information through the manipulation of communication. The forms of communication can be email, direct messages. Direct messages are usually done through Facebook, messages from people. You could have messages on Instagram or even other social media forms such as Snapchat and those others. Another one is text messages. If you get a text from someone, that could be used as a form of contact for someone that is trying to do phishing. And also phone calls. People will get warranty calls for their vehicles. Most of the time, they don't even know any information about you, but they're trying to use these forms of contact to build a bridge to get to your information. And so they needed that information from you using these.
Just to be clear, phishing is a scam. This video is designed with the purpose of informing you on what to look out for so that you may not fall victim to these scams in the future.
Now, what exactly is the goal of what they're doing? They're trying to build a sheet about you, such as they want to get personal information, they want your first name, they want your last name, they want your home address, they want to know what country you're in, they want to know marital status, they want to know they even want to know the name of your pets. All of this information is very valuable due to the fact that it's actually used by us on a day-to-day basis. We use this information to create accounts with social media. We use it to create accounts with banks. We use it to create profiles everywhere. And it's just, we need to learn how to stop ourselves from providing information to these people who are using this technique known as phishing. So, how do we spot it so we can stop? Well, most of the time when they use an email or text, they will never address you by your name due to the fact they don't know who you are. If you get an email from someone, say like Netflix, Facebook, Google, they're letting you know, hey, something's going on, it's fishy with your account. They don't actually contact you by your name. That it's a little fishy to begin with. I mean fishy in the sense of it doesn't seem right. These companies know who you are. It will automatically be generated with your information. So they don't need to try and get your information like your name, which is what a phishing email will try to achieve. And phishing is fake. So another technique that you can try to spot is grammatical mistakes. Now, with the grammatical mistakes, they will have improper capitalization. They will not be spelling things properly. They might even be using a different English format, such as British English versus American English. There will even be just spelling errors. That's just going to be a very common thing. Due to the fact that these are auto-generated and they are from other countries, not all of them are from other countries. They will come from the United States too, but that just happens. Now, with these phishing emails, what they'll do is they will ask you to verify or update your personal information. This is just a way of them gathering that information about you. Another thing that they will do is use old logos. These are old email formats. They have old information. It's not usually updated, so they will be using old stuff. Not always, but sometimes. And one other thing, they might ask you to contact them through an email, but almost all the time it's through Gmail. If you look at the you look at the email domain, and it will say @gmail.com. It might be support@gmail.com, Facebook support@gmail.com. Facebook doesn't use their Google's email. They actually have their own. It's facebookmail.com. Google even has their own, and it's google.com. No one uses Gmail for a company to contact you. Now, I'm going to cover some examples. This one is going to be a little easier than some of the ones that you will come across. Now, the fantastic thing about if you use Google or many other email services, they already do filter spam, such as phishing attempts. But sometimes they will get through. And that's why you need to know what to look for. So, for instance, in this example, you're going to have a missing name due to the fact that it says Dear Facebook / Instagram user. They don't know who you are. So, they're trying to get that information this way. They're going to be offering a reward sometimes, such as this one where they're offering you 1 million United States dollars. They're using a fake email. It's department.face@gmail.com. Again, going back to the email domain, they're not using facebook.com or Facebook. Yeah, facebook.com. This is Gmail. Facebook has their own email domain. They're also going to be asking you for personal information, as we talked in the beginning. They're asking for your full name, your country, your contact address, your telephone number, your marital status, your occupation, company, age. This is all personal information to you. This email is just saying that you're going to get compensation for what is currently going on in 2020, which is the COVID-19 virus. They're not even spelling coronavirus properly. So let's go over the grammatical mistakes. Instagram, it's Instagram. They're missing an S. They improperly capitalize the S and the M of social media. Social media is not a name. It's just a description of social media. They also have United States, it's states. We don't call the American dollar United States dollars. We call them United States dollars. Coronavirus, again, it's not spelled properly. It's just one word. Facebook Inc. Facebook is completely capitalized. They don't completely capitalize Facebook. However, they do actually have the one time that they say Facebook properly with the capital F, which is after edition. Due to the fact that they're saying 2020 edition Facebook, edition doesn't need to be capitalized here either. Compensation's capitalized, you have outbreak is capitalized. They have so many problems in that email. The next one I went to on accident. Basically, I can spot many issues with this, and it's pretty obvious this is not coming from Facebook. Last thing, it's missing the Facebook logo. Facebook will not contact you without their logo. They have generated forms that they will be putting information in that will make the form of contact more real looking because they want to make sure that you know it's actually the company contacting you versus someone like this person that sent this email. Here's example 2. Even this one is way harder than the previous one. Actually, looking at it, it kind of trips me up too. But there are many things on this that, 1, they look wrong, and 2, you need to look these over. If it's fishy to you, leave the email and go to the actual company, go to their website, and see if there's something's going on. If the website doesn't tell you something's going on and you still feel like something might be, contact their customer service. They will most likely help you. They are there to support you and help you. They don't want you to become a victim to a phishing attempt. So, looking at this email, I do know I didn't highlight one issue, and I'll cover that right now. If you look at the bottom right here, where my cursor is, it says call 0800. No number starts with 0. So let's just get that one out of the way. So, again, another one. Missing name. This is from Netflix. Netflix has your information. It might be fake information depending on who made it. But, hey, they're going to know who you are. So they're not going to call you Hi Dear. Another thing. They're going to tell you you have an issue with your account. This is trying to insinuate fear. They want to use that social engineering to establish a connection with the person in the sense of making you feel like you need to take care of the problem as quickly as possible so you won't think about what you're doing. Next, they'll ask you to update your personal information. This one says, we'll try again, but in the meantime, you may want to update payment details. Now, most of the time, if there is an issue with payment details, you might get an email like this, but the only way they would have issues with payment details is if you changed your card or if you removed your card. I've personally never tried to remove my card from Netflix, so I haven't gotten a contact like this. But they should never lose your information. That's not possible. Another thing, the grammatical mistakes. Again, this one was actually difficult. It's very possible that this email was actually sent to someone who is located in Europe due to the fact that they are using the center or the help center or contact us. Center is the British English spelling of center. Americans, we use CENTRE. My bad. I just read what I saw. But yeah, they have it actually on this email twice. So it could be that they have received this in a different country. But to point out, anything on here, you should not click. Don't click the update account now. Don't click on communication settings. Don't click on the help.netflix.com. Those might look real. If you click them, that's going to open a connection. Now, it might not give them access to anything, but it might have something that could be downloaded in them. It could be taking you somewhere to give them information. And if you connect to it, they can get information just from you connecting. They can't get everything, but they can get some. So you don't want to click anything on these emails. So, how to avoid phishing? First off, don't click any links or attachments from the emails that look like these. Again, if it's an actual real email from Facebook, Google, Netflix, any other services like banks, try to contact the bank or service just to make sure everything's okay. And if it's not, they can take care of it with you right then and there, which is the next bullet point. Then you can also use the company's official website domain. Website domain is anything with www.whateverwebsite.com. Reason I specify that is because, again, the previous example had help.netflix.com. Don't click that. Just go to netflix.com and work with them there. Report the message. Now, with Google and Gmail, you can actually report a message that was sent to you. I don't know if it will delete it, but absolutely delete it after you've reported it. It helps remove these accounts that are sending out these scams, and it'll help a lot of other people in the long run. And then if you're getting contacted another method, such as text messages, block them. If you're getting contacted over the phone, make sure to hang up. This one is covering mostly interactions over the internet. But there are other forms of phishing. So let's say the phishing actually was successful. You got hacked. People got information from you. First off, we have to breathe. It's okay. A lot of people do get hacked. It's a scary thing. But if we act erratically and start not thinking straight, it will cause a lot more improper thoughts, and it could also lead to a snowball effect that might lead to contacting the wrong people. Let's say, for instance, your Facebook got hacked or any form of social media or email that can contact people. Be sure to inform anyone that could get those messages and let them know, hey, I was hacked, or someone got a hold of my information and they were able to get into my account. If you got anything from these people, don't respond, don't give them anything. I've heard of incidents where someone has actually used a person's email and let their friends know that they were stranded in another country and they requested money using this real email of the person. Some people fell for it, but the person had to immediately start contacting everyone to inform them that's not me. Next thing you need to do is you need to change your passwords on anything that has that password. Because we do tend to reuse passwords. It's not uncommon. It's actually an issue. I know people that do it, and then it's one of those things that over time will get better, but it's just make sure to change passwords, make them a little bit more difficult. Also, anything that's associated with that email, make sure to change the passwords with those, just to make yourself extra safe. And then go about fixing any damage. If the account was stolen and information was changed, change back to the information. If they have banking information, go take care of it with the bank. Just make sure to cover your bases so that you can protect yourself from any collateral damage from being a victim of a phishing attempt. Thank you for watching Introduction to Phishing. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact Kim Markman at the Senior Sources Elder Financial Safety Center.